this is the branch, Rodman Library branch, take and make for December. We wanted to show you how to put it together. In your kit will be a candle, piece of wax paper, a napkin, your brush, and a little tiny container of Mod Podge. So what you're going to do is, when you go to put your 2 pieces of napkin onto your candle, you want to put the 2 birds' tails together. So what we're going to do is we're just going to paint an area on here with the Mod Podge. And we're going to work in do the 2 pieces separate. I'm going to start with this big one. And the biggest thing is just to make sure you lay it down so it's straight. You're working with a very fragile piece of, it's almost like tissue paper, so you got to be really careful with it. You want to rub that so that it gets the air bubbles out. Try not to have glue on your hand. You're going to come around here. You can see where you ended up with your glue, your Mod Podge glue, and you're going to put some more on. You have to be very gentle with this. We found that it does tear quite easily. If you do tear a little place, it's not really going to show too much, I don't believe. But you're just going to lay that down, make sure all the air bubbles are out, and then you're going to add this other piece, and you're going to match up the 2 bird tails again, like I said. So that's our next step. I'm going to add just a little more glue to get this seam to lay down a little bit. Ever so gentle. I'm going to lay this right on top. I would match to the top. Pat that down ever so gently and continue rolling it in your hand. If you need to trim this up, you can. I'm going to trim this a little bit so that my birdhouse shows. So let me get a pair of scissors and we're going to stop it right in there. So we're going to try to have these trimmed so that you don't have to trim them, but if it's off a little, you might have to trim that a little bit. You want to put just a little bit of extra glue at the seam, but try not to get it on top. You want it underneath the napkin. And you're just going to gently tap it. It does really tend to want to break. And don't forget to do a little bit on the top here. If your napkin is a little not quite on the top and sealed, put just a little bit of this on here. It will not show when it dries. Just make sure you get just a little bit on the crown of the candle here. And you're just going to put your, kind of smooth your napkin up over that. And that'll help seal it some more. And that won't show when it dries. So we'll come back here in a second. I wanted to show you just a couple other things that you could do to embellish this candle when it dries. To tell you that you can also do some embellishments, which we have not included in your kit, But you could get like glitter glue or just regular glue and glitter and sprinkle this on here and make some glitter on your snowman, maybe on his cheeks. And that'll dry clear. Maybe on his snowflakes or up here by his hat. And that will dry. When it dries, it'll be sparkly. Another thought would be to just take a string. I took twine because I thought this looked kind of country. You could put some twine with some jingle bells on it, or regular ribbon of whatever with some beads. You could even do twine and some pine, fresh pine cut it out of a tree outside, and just tie that on. And there you've got a completed there you have a completed little candle for the holidays.